Welcome back to blowing off dust off your freaking phone screen.
Welcome back to the movies.
The movies? Why? What a obscure thing for you to bring up right now, Mabini. Would it be perhaps that you would like to talk about a film you have seen within the last couple of weeks, or are you just pulling my fucking leg?
I am pulling at your fucking leg.
Alright, well, I'll talk about a film that I've seen, if you like.
Okay.
I saw The Suicide Squad this week.
Is it good?
Yes.
Good.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm glad
now
we
we
said
talk about the movie that I want.
No, I'll talk about The Suicide Squad. Now, let me ask you this,
Okay.
Mabini.
Yeah.
Do you like, or rather, can you handle extreme violence?
Yeah.
We're talking like graphic, people getting their faces blown off, people being chopped in half, ripped in half,
Yeah.
burning to death, drowning. Literally, like every way you can think of someone dying, they die.
Yeah.
Do you think that's pretty cool?
I can handle it.
You can fuck with that?
Yeah.
Okay, well, first off, I might have to actually call the police. But if you can handle that, then I highly recommend it, honestly. This is Elder Who, by the way. I hate him. He's the worst boss in the game. Well, he's not the worst, but he's not good because he wastes your time. He is another one of the sage bosses. I should probably elaborate on that at some point, but not right now. I'm talking about super things. So yeah, I said on Twitter that yeah, it's about as fun as it is violent, which is very. And the thing about it is that it's kind of not doing super well, I think, because and like people are like, I don't know why it's not doing well. It's so good. It's like, well, maybe it's because like the first film really sucked.
Yeah.
Like I can't blame anyone for not watching it, but at the same time, it is just fun. You don't have to be a superhero fan. You don't have to be into DC. You don't have to know any of the characters. It is just dumb fun. I was a bit confused at first as to like where exactly it takes place on the timeline or whatever. It is a sequel, but it is also sort of a what do you call it? A reboot. So it's kind of both. So you can watch it, but you don't have to watch the original. In fact, I would discourage it because the original sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fucking fun, dude. Are you interested in watching it?
Yeah.
I saw it in the cinemas, which is a first for me in the last 2 years. I hadn't seen anything in the cinemas for ages, because I was a good little boy, and even when they opened, I'm like, I'll just stay at home. But the only thing that it's available on is like something that we don't have, and I'm not gonna get, like HBO Max or some shit.
Yeah.
I can't, we already have 2 subscriptions to 2 different streaming platforms. I'm not gonna fork out anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
I know everyone's like, oh, get HBO Max and get fucking Paramount Plus or whatever it's not called. But it was good because we went at like 3 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon, which is the best time to see a film.
There's no one there.
There was literally like 2 other people. Yeah. One of them, of course, still checked their phone the whole time because, you know, you can't just not be an asshole. You can't just turn it off for one fucking movie. But
it's like the movie's still on. Is your life so much better than the movie, or are you so extremely anxious about your life that you have to check your phone all the time? Just like if you're expecting a call, try not to see a film. Yeah. Or turn the screen brightness down. That's also something that people just don't do. I do that. I actually have my screen auto brightness at night. I always turn my screens down to on everything. Put them all on night mode. Anyway, it didn't annoy me that much. They were on like the other side of the cinema, so it's like it didn't peeve me off as much as many things. I knew someone who had their phone brightness turned all the way down, and it bothered me that I couldn't see it. And so I kept on complaining at them until they turned it up, and they're like, "They're happy," and I'm like, "Yes, thank you." Not that I actually needed to see what's on their screen.
I have found that when my screen brightness is really all the way down and I'm outside, I just can't see it. Literally, it's just black.
I have to turn it. I usually have it kind of down because it's really bright normally, but I have to turn it up a fair bit when I go outside. And then when I go inside, I'm like, Jesus, it's bright.
He's like, yeah, what the fuck, dude? Turn this shit down.
Yeah.
I thought this was a good idea. But yeah, it was fun. The only part I didn't like was when, so I was telling Mabini this, because it's been the last 2 years, not going to the cinemas. I'm not used to not being able to pause the movie, and
Yeah.
so I filled up on delicious juice
Yeah.
and ended up regretting that quite immensely,
Yeah.
as it would turn
You
out.
just held on the whole time.
Yeah.
You're like, I can get through it. Ah!
It wasn't pleasant, and I just had to leave. And we were saying that in the cinemas they've added recliners to the cinema, which is nice. They're like electronic, and you press a button and it very slowly goes up and down. So I had to sit there very slowly, having the recliner go down while I'm dying out here begging for the location of a toilet. And as a result, I did miss one of the characters dying, and I was like, ah, shit. I literally came back. I'm like, what did I miss? And they're like, oh, nothing, just action. And then it's like, why is that character dead? It's like, oh yeah, you missed that. Like, what? I tried to make it quick though. So yeah, but that's my recommendation. Go see the Suicide Squad, not Suicide Squad. Big difference. But do not go to the toilet. I will say,
don't fill up on liquids when like super hard when you watch the movie.
I really loved one of the characters though, Ratcatcher.
Yeah.
Is her name? And I like, dude, I kin her. I've never said that before about anything, but I kin her. Because she looks exactly like the kind of character I would have designed in high school.
What does kin mean? I'm not 16.
Well, you
like my sass, did you?
you know enough to realise that it's something that
16-year-olds say.
Younger people say. I'll be slightly nicer than you on that. It means, well, at least to my understanding, I don't actually fully know. It means that like you just relate to them,
Right.
or really like them in a sort of relating. I wouldn't say I relate to them really, but I just like. I just go, she's cool, and she's like literally, her design is like a character I would have made in high school. She's literally got like a brown, like a coat and like gas mask and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And as soon as I said that, you're like, ah.
Did you watch it? You watched it with someone else? Did you?
I did.
All of the movies that I've watched this year, I've watched by myself. Every time I tell people, I'm going to go watch a movie, and they're like, oh, who are you going with? No one. I'm going by myself. Well, and it's starting to get to me. Especially like I go to some movies and there are other people with someone, and I'm sitting next to them, like because it's like the one seat left apparently.
You go to when it's really packed.
I mean I go to work during the day, so it's just like what other time am I gonna go?
Yeah.
I'm either gonna go on the weekend or I'm gonna go on a Friday afternoon.
There's rarely a film that I want to see that no one else wants to see.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind going to the cinema by myself at all, to be honest. I do a lot of things by myself. I'm just like that. I don't think it's that weird to go to the cinema by yourself. I know a lot of people online at least do that.
Oh.
I think.
Yeah, but
some people exclusively go to the cinema with people, and then they go, "Well, it's kind of weird that you don't." And it's like, "Well, that's your life, not mine." You know
I just find that it's just more convenient if I don't have to. But then
it definitely is.
Definitely, when I was having my Huitz Lux experience and eating lots of food and not being able to finish all of it, then I was like, I could do with another person to help me finish this food because it's just kind of a waste of food.
Yeah, just take it home with you.
Well, I thought about that and I thought, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to leave it here and they'll clean it up. But then I got home and I was like, I didn't finish it all. And they're like, oh, you could have gone take it home there. I mean, not that they know, but like they suggested, like, couldn't you take it home with you? And I thought, I technically I could have just like grabbed the tray and walked up to the counter and said, hey, can I get this in a plastic container?
Wait, what are you talking about? You don't have like popcorn, or what is it?
Yes, I got a margarita pizza.
Ignore the giant slug, by the way.
A giant slug.
He's a god, but anyway.
I got a margarita pizza.
Yeah.
And
you got it at the cinema?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Have
you can do that?
Have you not done Huitz Lux before?
I guess not.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's like a whole different cinema.
You're talking to me as if like, oh, you don't have a private jet? Okay, let me explain it to you.
No, well, I mean, like you're like the.
You've never flown first class?
No,
so weird.
I've like the past like 5, 6, 7 years. You've been the moviegoer and I've been the one who doesn't go to the movies, and now I am the one that goes to the movies.
The roles have been reversed.
Yeah. Because like I'm depressed, so I'm going to the movies all the time.
No, if you're depressed, you don't go out.
Yeah, okay. I'm just sad. Just sad, so I'm going to the movies all the time.
Or you just like to see movies.
Yeah.
You ever consider that one?
Yeah. Yeah, like a whole different cinema for this special experience.
Yeah, where only the most elite and exclusive go. I get it. Yep.
Yeah.
I know.
Because like you,
I know of your secret clubs. Oh shit.
like it's $35 a ticket or 36 of them. It's like pretty expensive for a ticket. You get, it's got the recliners and all that, but it's not crowded. There's less seats, and so it's supposed to be the luxury experience. And you get a table to put your food on, and say like when you go in, you order your food at the counter, saying like I'm here to see this movie, and you talk about, you like work out what food you're gonna get and when you're gonna get it, stuff like that.
I will say, when I go to the cinema, like literally the only food on my mind is popcorn, because like I only eat popcorn when I go to the cinema. So like the idea of like getting a pizza just wouldn't have ever crossed my mind, and I probably still wouldn't do it even now that I know that it's an option.
Popcorn's so salty. By the time I finish the popcorn, my brain is just salted. I'm just like I'm like a sultana by the end of the movie. I'm like
you've been assaulted.
Yeah, I've been assaulted.
Yeah.
Well, I need more liquid. I'm gonna.
Well, that's why you also get a drink, dummy.
Yeah.
Have you seen also that at Hoyt's Coke is no longer their friend now? Pepsi is their best friend now.
Yeah, I found that out because
that upset me, honestly. I'm not against Pepsi, but like, given the choice, I do pick Coke. I'll admit. And there are some people who are like, dude, there's literally no difference. There is. I look. I don't want to say that I'm a soft drink connoisseur, but look, I do drink a lot of soft drinks.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference. People will try and tell me that that's not true. It is true. Yeah. There is a difference. You just don't drink enough to know that there is one. Yeah. I drink too much, so I know there is one.
Yeah.
And if you can't tell the difference, then like good for you, but like I can. But it was the first time ever I've gone to the cinema and I looked at all the drinks. I'm like, I don't really want any of these. Oh yeah, we need to go find Noise. So I'll do that before I leave.
Didn't we already fight it?
No. I am fighting all of the ghosts. We've fought a couple ghosts, but not Noise.
Maybe we just got up to him or something before.
I don't know. I don't know. You don't even know what Noise is. Why are you pretending you do?
I think I recognise the name.
I'll recognise your name in a second.
It's pounded into the ground.
I'll recognise you. I'll identify you on a bloody police lineup.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.